The most powerful bureaucrat in Europe, Donald Tusk, the president, leaving Downing Street last night a disappointed man, as he tweeted. He said, "No deal yet on reforms wanted by David Cameron to keep Britain in the European Union. Intensive work in the next 24 hours, crucial." Since then, there's been frantic negotiation between top British and European officials so that a breakthrough was achieved. And Mr. Tusk tonight said, "Tomorrow, around noon, I'll table a proposal for a new settlement for UK in EU." Now, for the avoidance of doubt, this doesn't mean that David Cameron has got a definitive deal on reforming the EU that he feels he can now sell to the British people, to us. But the 12-page proposal that'll be issued tomorrow does represent the judgment of Brussels that a deal can be done. And that really matters. The big gulf between Britain and Brussels was over. How to protect the UK from being outvoted and bashed up by members of the Eurozone when laws are drafted affecting our big industries, like banking. And secondly, how to close down a supposedly backdoor route for migrants from outside the European Union to come to Britain by marrying citizens of other EU countries and then moving here. Finally, how long the so-called emergency brake would apply on benefit payments to new migrants. Now, government sources tell me there has been good progress on closing these gaps, though more work remains to be done.
Is the Prime Minister on the right track?
Senior Tories trooping in to see the Prime Minister today. Now, what concerns him most is whether the more fundamentalist of his Eurosceptic backbench MPs will now give up the faith and back him as and when he says we should stay in the EU.
So I'm very clear that we should end the supremacy of EU law, be able to make our own trade deals, be able to control how much money we send overseas, and indeed make British migration policy in London, not Brussels. So the Prime Minister's not asking to do those things, and that means I should be campaigning to leave.
When will we actually vote? Well, after a minimum campaign of 10 weeks, the government's preferred date for the poll is thought to be June the 23rd. The Union flag flying high in Brussels. For how much longer? Well, we'll know soon enough.